ko yung hindi naka. All right. Hello, everyone. It's me, Myrene here. And today, I don't know if you know, but I'm currently in the Philippines. And right now, I'll be showing you the three different colleges, which is the Fleming, George Brown, and the SAIT. So first, we will start with the Fleming College, and here with me is JR Angeles.
Hi everyone, good afternoon and welcome dito sa FB Live ni Coach Myrene. And later on we'll be answering some questions regarding Fleming College. If you do have any questions, you can go ahead and list it down there and we will try to address them uh, as we proceed with the program. Thank you.
All right, and let us know as well if you can't hear us, and if you have any questions, you can drop it down in the comment section. But we will have a conversational thing here so that it may help you have more information about what is happening or what these colleges offers to you. First, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Are your programs PGWP eligible, like post graduation work permit?
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you. All our programs in Fleming College are postgraduate working permit eligible or PGWP eligible. We have the college diploma, college certificate, and the postgraduate certificates. All of them are PGWP eligible.
Nice. And how about IELTS? I know this is usually
Mhm.
the questions of Filipino students.
Yes.
Do you waive IELTS?
Yes. IELTS is waived in Fleming College as long as you will be able to provide an English certificate as the medium of instruction.
Instruction.
Yeah.
Perfect. How about do you accept Duolingo? Because some students cannot have a medium of instruction to provide
Mhm.
to waive IELTS. But how about Duolingo?
Yes. If you decided that you have to take any English proficiency examinations, you can take the Duolingo. It is accepted in Fleming
And
College.
what's your score for that?
115.
Nice.
Mhm.
Okay, so make sure, guys, if you're gonna go with Duolingo, you'll reach the 115 score.
Correct.
So again, this is for Fleming College.
Mhm.
Now let's go with the tuition fee, which is usually the questions of international students.
Yeah.
How much is your average tuition fee at Fleming College?
Yeah, actually, we usually get that questions a lot.
Yeah.
So, for Fleming College, our tuition fee for the college certificate and college diploma, it ranges from 15,000 to 16,000 Canadian dollars per year.
Mm-hmm.
But for our postgraduate certificates or diploma, it ranges from 16,000 to 18,000
Okay.
Canadian dollars per year.
That's good. That's like usually the average price of,
Yes, actually.
and especially that's in Toronto,
That's
oh,
in
Ontario.
yeah, in Ontario.
Ontario, because in
Mhm.
Ontario, tuition fees are usually more expensive, but
Yeah.
I would say that Fleming College offers it as a really affordable price.
Mhm.
Now let's go with the intakes. What are your intakes in your colleges?
All right. So we do have programs that are open on the January, the May intake, and then the September intake. And as of today, as we are speaking right now, we are open for the January 2023, May 2023, and the September 2023 intakes. So
I
open na sila. You
see.
can submit your applications.
You said September 2023,
May
May,
and January.
January.
Yeah.
Okay, so keep that in your notes that yun na yung mga open nilang intakes currently. Now let's move on with the application fee. How much is your application fee if students would like to apply in your college?
Our application fee is 100 Canadian dollars. That's the application fee. But if you decided to apply to Fleming College through uni study, we will be waiving your application.
Perfect. Is there a specific date for that?
No, as long as you will be
Nice.
able to submit your application for until September 2023
23
intake,
intake?
then we will be waiving your application fee.
All right, that's a good news for everyone. There will be no application fee again for Fleming College if you'll be applying through the uni study up until September 2023 intake.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, let's say they have already received their offer letter. How
Mhm.
much usually is their tuition fee deposit?
Tuition fee deposit in Fleming College is 2,300 Canadian dollars.
That's not bad.
And then in that amount, you will be able to reserve your seat or your slot for the school and for the program that you apply for.
Nice. That's good. And then is it after that they will pay the remaining fees, right?
Yes.
After the tuition fee.
Actually, for the remaining fees, I think you will be given, for most of our cases, you will be given another 3 months for you to settle down
The
the
remaining
remaining for the
fees.
first semester tuition.
Nice. So for most students, you will have enough time
Yes.
and save some money, 3 more months to pay for the remaining
Yeah.
tuition fee. And again, this is for Fleming College. Now let's go with the letter of acceptance. Since
Mhm.
they have already paid their tuition fee, how long does it take to have a turnover of letter of
All
acceptance?
right. So for the letter of acceptance, of course, this is a case-to-case basis depending on the program that you're applying for and, of course, your credentials. But on average, our average return for the letter of acceptance is actually 2 weeks. That's a
Two
maximum
weeks.
2 weeks. Yes,
Nice.
10
That's
business
really
days.
fast.
Yes.
So if you are trying to have a fast application process, I think Fleming is one of the options for you. Because some students I know they wanted to live like in the next 3 months or 4 months.
Yes. Hmm.
Good to know. And what are the services that you have in your college, the Fleming College, that you offer for international students?
All right. So Fleming College has an international students department. So in that department, we will be able to help you with your concerns, like the PGWP will be helping you with that. And also, if you will be having any questions regarding the IRCC, then that department will be able to help you. And just one last thing, in Fleming College, if you arrive in the airport, as long as you are scheduled, then we will be picking you up from the airport and up to your accommodation, and that's for
Wow, is
free.
that true?
Yes, it's true.
That's good to hear.
Hmm.
So I know most students do not know
Hmm.
anyone in
Yes,
the place
actually.
they're going through.
Hmm.
And this service is really a good way to help international students who's coming to Canada for the
Yeah.
first time.
That's actually the concern that we are trying to accommodate. That's why
Mm,
we provided that free transportation or free shuttle service from the airport going to their accommodation.
nice. That's
Mm.
really great. I didn't know that, but that's great. You're doing good job. Anyway, let's move on to because most of our viewers are Filipinos.
Hmm.
What are the number of Filipino students in your college per semester
Per semester, I
or
think
per
I can
year?
provide yeah,
Per
an
year.
estimated number of students per year. So Fleming College is not like the other colleges or schools in Canada. We are a not so small school, but I think we are on the average.
Average.
Yeah, on the average side of colleges in Canada. So our student ranges from 30 to 50 students per year.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yes.
And how about with their residences? Like, do you have dormitory in your campus?
Yeah, we offer on-campus accommodations, but you have to remember this on-campus accommodations are only provided to our single students. So if you have a
Oh,
family, if you're a married student, then we will ask you to have your accommodation off
outside.
campus. Yes.
I see. And how about on campus jobs? Because I know most students wanted to have extra job aside from their job itself. Do you offer some of that?
Yes, we do have on-campus jobs, so you can go ahead and apply as a staff in our different offices in Fleming College. So we offer that on-campus jobs. So that would be outside of your 20-hour per year,
per,
per
per
week
week?
job for the student permit.
That's good to hear. So for those aspiring international students, if you do not know, these on-campus jobs will help you at least have extra funds
Mhm.
aside from your current job because this will not be counted on your 20 hours. And again, Fleming College do have that for you as an option.
Mhm.
Perfect. How about co-op? So co-op, for those who do not know, is for your practicum. Do you have
Mhm.
that in your college as well?
Yeah, there are some programs wherein co-op is provided or co-op is part of the program. But of course, there are still some programs that co-op is not available. What you
Right.
have is just the practicum. So the difference is that in co-op, that's a paid internship,
Mm-hmm.
but for the practicum, it's not paid.
I see. How about vocational programs? Do you have vocational programs that you offer for
Mhm.
international students?
Actually, there are no vocational programs in Fleming College. What we offer are college certificate, college diploma, and the postgraduate certificates and diploma.
I see. Now, for those who's already interested with going to Fleming College, probably they're also curious how far is the college from the downtown itself? So, because usually jobs are in the downtown area, right?
Mm-hmm.
How far is it?
Fleming College is actually located in Peterborough, Ontario. So that's an hour and a half away from Toronto. So from the city.
So they can go into that city
Yeah,
quickly.
actually.
Nice.
But if you really want a very peaceful life, very peaceful environment, then Peterborough Fleming College is really for you.
I should
But
visit that.
yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Most of you would already have these questions on your mind. Do you have scholarships for
Mhm.
international students?
Yeah, we offer scholarships, but just to give you a brief background, this is not the same as the scholarships here in the Philippines that the schools or the universities here in the Philippines offer. So the scholarship that we have will be a reimbursement of your tuition fee, but this will be applicable for the second semester or
I
the next semester
see.
that you got into the school.
But still, you have,
Yes, we do
right?
have that. So there are two types of scholarships that we have. The one is the merit based, so that will be based on your performance on your subjects in the program that you will be taking. And then we have the entry scholarship as well. Entry scholarship. This means this will be based on your performance, on your credentials here in the Philippines. So there is a certain grade wherein you will be eligible to apply for that scholarship. So it's possible to have both scholarships at the same time.
Nice. So they can apply no matter how many applications.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, that's really good to hear. Okay, I think this will be my last question for you. Why do you think aspiring international students should choose Fleming College?
All right. Fleming College, actually, as I have told you earlier, we are located in Peterborough, Ontario. So we are an hour and a half away from Toronto, which is the city. Which means in Peterborough, the cost of living is way lesser than those in Toronto. So, although it's a small town, Peterborough is a small town, but still, all the facilities are complete there. We have the hospitals, the hotels, we have public transportation as well. So, job opportunities are great as well in Peterborough, but if you really want a peaceful environment, yung konti yung mga tao, then you can go ahead and apply in Fleming College. And one last thing, may bonus tayo. In Fleming College, once you arrive in the school and you don't have any accommodation yet, we will be providing you a 3 days free stay in a hotel. So that's
Mm.
free. Fleming College will be the one paying for that until you find your accommodation. But that's only for 3 nights.
But still, that's really important.
Yes. Mhm.
Usually kasi ang problema ng estudyante, pagdating nila ng Canada, hindi agad sila nakakahanap ng
Mhm.
accommodation. I think
Yes.
3 days is already enough for them
Mhm.
to have accommodation.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I think I
So.
understand your
Mhm.
part as well when you say na you are in Ontario area but still it's a small place.
Mhm.
Kasi yung place ko is like that. So for those who know na Dawson Creek is a really small town but it's near to Alberta, like an hour away
Yeah.
as well. So you're experiencing both the things. So
The city
ayon,
life
the
and
city life
province
and the
life.
province life,
Yeah.
yeah. Ayon. So again, that's Fleming College and again free application until September 2023 intake. Lahat ng applications from that if you will apply with uni study. Thank you, JR. That's good job. All right. Is there any more thing you wanted to say to our viewers right
One
now?
last thing, I think, going to Canada, studying there, working there, is really a big decision in our lives. Kasi para kang mag-start sa zero ulit eh. So
Yeah.
you have to think about it. That's why we have here Coach Myrene to guide you for that decision that you will be making. And also, siyempre, nandito rin si Fleming College to guide you with all the other concerns when it comes to your schools. Okay, so I think that's it for me. Thank you very much for inviting
Thank you
me
to
here.
JR. I really like the services, the cost of living
Yeah.
there, the price of the tuition fee, and whatever they are providing for international students, especially sa wala pa talagang idea on how to settle
Yes.
in Canada. So
Mhm.
that's really important. I really like the accommodation part.
Yeah.
So ayun, if you wanted to apply with Fleming College, I'm gonna be leaving the link in the comment section below, and you can submit your documents there.
All right.
For now, we'll be saying goodbye to JR. Okay? And we will be moving on with the next college. So yung next college natin is from George Brown College. And she's here with me. Hello. Medyo shy. Ayan. So, from George Brown College naman siya, and introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I am Javin Benitez, a Philippine Liaison Officer of George Brown College.
Okay, so again, the same with what I have asked with RJ, we wanted to have more conversation and more information about the George Brown College. And I know I have been receiving a lot of inquiries as well with regards to George Brown College. Maybe the first question is, yung programs niyo ba is PGWP eligible?
Yes, we have over 200 PGWP eligible for international students.
That's really good to hear. That's a lot of programs. Okay, how about IELTS? Do you waive IELTS?
Well, the good news is we recently waived our IELTS this January lang
So bago
for
lang.
yes for Filipino international students. So we're actually expanding our market and recruitment for the Philippine market.
Nice. So I know some students are still not qualified to waive their IELTS. Do they need or do you accept Duolingo?
Yes, of course, we accept Duolingo.
And what is your score for that?
125
Sorry for that, nawala po yung connection namin, pero muli kaming nagbabalik. So again, Duolingo, you need 125,
Yes.
right? Okay, 125. How about the tuition fee in your college? Ano yung average price ng programs nyo?
For post-secondary programs, it's about 16 to 17,000 Canadian dollars per year. And for postgraduate, so just add about 1,000 to 2,000 Canadian dollars per year. So that's 19 to 20. But for design programs, of course, you'll have to expect kasi more on laboratory siya. So medyo higher yung yearly tuition fee
Right,
niya.
kasi meron silang mga equipments that they need
Yes.
to use. I see, I understand. How about the intakes? Ano yung available nyo pang intakes and what usually are your intakes in George Brown College?
Most of the programs are offered every fall intake, but our program availabilities are fall, winter, and spring, the usual.
The usual, okay. What about your application fee? What is the price of your application fee?
Okay, we have an application fee of 110 Canadian dollars.
Okay, so again, it's 110 Canadian dollars. Keep that in mind because I know there's a lot of interest for the George Brown College, and you need to have that 110 Canadian dollars for you to start your application with the George Brown College. What about with the tuition fee deposit?
Tuition fee deposit, I'll think you're in for a treat kasi wala kaming tuition fee deposit.
Mm.
So if you apply with George Brown College, so pay the application fee as long as your documents are ready. We'll issue the letter of acceptance and then that's already your final letter of
Of acceptance.
acceptance.
Okay. But do they still need to pay the remaining tuition fee before the start of the intake or even if they're already into Canada?
Well, that's the catch. They have to pay the first semester tuition fee to secure the seat in the program. So, we'll allow students or applicants 30 calendar days to pay the first semester tuition fee.
At least the part na they don't need to do a tuition fee deposit.
Yes.
Meaning, if they're in rush to apply
Mhm.
for their study permit application,
Yes.
once it's released, you can use that paper to apply for your study permit. And that's
Yes.
really good thing.
Yes.
Kudos for that. All right, so we're talking about letter of acceptance. How
Mhm.
long is the LOA turnover in your college?
Okay, so it's 6 to 8 weeks. So just to somehow pagtanggol ko mun lang si Georgian College,
Sure.
bakit 6 to 8 weeks? Because we're a polytechnic college and we're located in downtown Toronto. So very in demand for very in demand yung mga programs namin for international students. So we review carefully yung mga documents and sobrang thousands yung application namin just for a single intake. So kaya medyo matagal siya. But of course, if your application will go through Coach Myrene, so we can expedite that probably around 2 weeks, ready na si LOA.
Thank you for that. And I know hindi nagigets ng lahat. Like they thought na pare-parehas dapat na 2 weeks yung turnover ng LOA. So it really differs, depends on the college. So here in Canada, there are different colleges. Merong community college, merong university, merong polytechnic, and all of them have different ways of assessing their students. So please have more patience with every colleges kasi usually dapat talaga 4 to 12 weeks ang letter of acceptance, and hindi natin sila pwedeng madaliin dahil they're doing their best to provide the best service for aspiring international students. Thank you for that information. Now I'm gonna move on to the services that you offer for international students. Ano ba yung napoprovide nyo sa incoming international students as support?
Okay, so I know Fleming earlier mentioned that they have like a shuttle service. If
Yeah.
you go to College, you won't need that because by the time that you arrive in Toronto Pearson International Airport, we're just 10 minutes away.
Oh, that's really near.
Mhm. And
Mm.
aside from that, we also have international student services. So, if for example you'd like to find a part-time job ahead of time or as soon as possible, so we can help you. We're not going to give you a job, but we'll help you find an employer, tailor fit. We'll fix your resume. We'll help you build your resume, your curriculum vitae, as well as your LinkedIn, and find you the employer, like tailor fit of
Mm.
what exactly the Canadian employer needs.
That's a really good way of
Mhm.
providing a service to
Mhm.
international students kasi alam ko mostly mga Filipinos, they still don't know the Canadian resume format.
Yes.
They still do not know na paano ba maghanap ng tamang work for their background. And it's
Yes.
good that George Brown College is doing that for international students. So I know it's important for most of the students to have or find a job in Canada. And I think George Brown College do have that to offer to you. So why not consider applying with George Brown College, especially if yun naman yung issue nyo, di ba? So nasusolve na nila yung problem na yon.
And add
Mhm.
ko lang we have career advisors na pwede nalang puntahan anytime at their
Mm.
convenience, and it's free of charge.
That's good. Importante yan, yung career advisor. Di ba? It's for free again, and you can come in there anytime as long as it's during the work hours. Now let's move on to the community of the Filipino in George Brown College. How many Filipino students do you have per semester or per year?
Per year, we have about 100 to thousands, but of course, we also medyo diverse siya kasi we also have the Vietnamese, the Chinese, and those students who came from Hong Kong. But you can expect that there is a large Filipino community in George Brown College. And just to share with you guys, our valedictorian for class 2022 is actually a Filipina.
Wow, that's really good. That's mean they're getting a great support there,
Yes.
right? Kasi mahirap kang mapunta sa ibang level kung walang nag-help sa'yo. And I think, based on what you have said, support ang George Brown College to their students. So they're not just there for your education, but for your career itself. Okay, now let's move on to residences or accommodation. Meron ba kayong on-campus dormitory?
Yes, we have an on-campus dormitory. So it's just a walking distance away from all the campuses. Kasi nga, all of our campuses are located in downtown Toronto. So our student residence, it's called the George, and it's so beautiful. It looks like a hotel.
Yeah, I feel like I wanted to live there too. So how much naman yung bayad sa dorms?
So for one academic year, it costs about 10,500. So the longer the contract, the lesser you'll have to pay. Kasi you'll have to
Oh.
pay for admin charge once, and you'll expect like a flat screen TV, Wi-Fi, a laundry area, a microwave, like a full blast of kitchen appliances, and a bi-weekly na housekeeping.
Oh, that's really good. I like the part na the longer the stay, it changes the
Yes.
price. Kasi maraming school na standard sila, monthly payment. Kahit pa 2 years ka doon or whatsoever, isa lang yung price nila. And that would really help international students, di ba? Okay, now, after on-campus accommodation, how about on-campus jobs?
On-campus jobs, yes, we do have. But honestly, mas i-recommend ko that you look for an off-campus job. Kasi we're located in downtown Toronto. So by the time that you're an international student there, mas marami yung trabaho kesa sa tao.
I
Mhm.
see. So I can already see na yung career opportunity in the area of George Brown College is really high.
Yes.
So yung mga estudyante na gustong magpunta sa George Brown College, I don't think so magkakaroon kayo ng ganong kalaking problema with looking into
Exactly.
jobs. Kasi yun yung usually natatanong sa akin madali bang makahanap ng trabaho sa lugar na yan? And I think George Brown College have already answered that na napakarami talagang job opportunities in the area of the George Brown College. That's really good. Important talaga yan kasi magastos ang student. And this will help you to suffice your funds and para na din sa daily expenses nyo. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Do you offer co-op for your programs?
Yes, most of our programs has co-op, so that's paid internship. And mag-enjoy sila kapag yung program nila merong co-op. Kasi naman, since we're located in downtown Toronto, I know that I have mentioned this for 100 times already. So mag-enjoy kayo, makakapamili pa kayo, so which company that you'd like to work. And of course, you're going to be paid for your internship.
So, what about the vocational programs? Do you offer that?
Vocational programs, yes, we do have. It's mostly information technology, but of course, it's not PGWP eligible.
Oh, I see. Okay, now we're talking about job opportunities. Again, how far is the campus from the downtown?
Nasa downtown kami.
Downtown mismo.
Yes.
So paglabas nila ng campus, yun na talaga. So sa
Yes.
tapat, let's say, merong Tim Hortons, merong
Mhm.
McDonald's.
Yes.
So napakagandang opportunity pala nito sa students kasi hindi na nila kailangan ng transportation to go to their work.
Exactly. And add ko lang, so downtown Toronto, I'm not sure kung tama ba yung comparison ko or yung counterpart ko, but downtown Toronto is like the Bonifacio Global City, BGC or Makati. So, but sobrang daming mga shopping areas and mga establishments. And if you're an international student, you won't need to buy a car kasi just outside the St. James campus, there's a tramway there so you can roam around the Greater Toronto area.
I see. Do you have an idea kung magkano yung ticket nila for that tram?
Um, I'm not sure kung magkano yung ticket sa
Approx,
tram.
no?
Yeah, but they have an allocated 1,500 per year na bus pass, and it's already included in their tuition fee, which hindi nila magagamit kasi nga walking distance lang yung
Yeah.
accommodation nila from campus. So you can spend that 1,500 all throughout your weekends kung gusto nyo gumala
Yeah.
around the Greater Toronto
Oh,
area.
that's really good to know. So, kung mahilig kayo maglakwat siya, ayan, naging libre na siya kasi kasama na pala siya sa tuition fee. That's really great. I didn't know that part and I think maraming students na matutuwa na malaman na makakatulong yon sa kanilang daily lives kasi minsan, di ba, gusto nilang mag-grocery, gusto nilang mag-shopping, libre na yung fee nyo for that. What about scholarships? Ano yung mga scholarships ni George Brown College for international students?
So we have scholarship for returning students. So on your second semester, so if you qualify for the required GPA, you may apply for the scholarship. So it's 2,000 to 4,000 Canadian dollars discount on top of your tuition.
Nice. Maganda yon na nagre-range dun yung scholarships nyo kasi usually sa iba 100 lang or 500. Malaking tulong yung scholarships. Although, again, it's not the same with the Philippines wherein we can cover the whole tuition fee itself because international student pathway is very different from local studies. And probably this is my last question for the George Brown College. Why do you think aspiring international students should choose George Brown College?
Okay, so George Brown College is one of the largest public colleges in Canada, and we're one of the 13 polytechnic colleges in Canada, and one of the three polytechnic college in Toronto. So when you say polytechnic college, more on hands-on learning, less classrooms, more application, less theories. You don't have to spend your international student journey to be a typical student again, but it's a hands-on learning. So by the time that you have graduated, you are equipped to whatever job, whatever career you choose. So you're equipped with the right skills.
Yeah, rather than learning through theories, you're doing it hands on.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. So, do you have any last message for our viewers today?
Okay, so we recently opened our fall 2023 intake this December 5. So if your application will go to Coach Myrene, of course, I'll be able to monitor it. And if our LOA turnaround time takes 6 to 8 weeks, so I'll make sure to have it expedite so you can start with your study permit already.
Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. So, for those who have questions, you can leave it in the comment section and we can come back to it later. But we'll be moving on. Thank you again for your time. We'll be moving on to the next college. So this is our last college from today. And we're done with the Ontario part. Now we're moving to Alberta. So with me is the SAIT College from Calgary, right? Calgary, right. All right, let's introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Julia Perdigas, or you can call me Jill. I'm the International Recruitment Advisor of Southern Alberta Institute of Technology. And yep, for today, I will be joining uni study for the questions that you might also have and for the things that you might want to know about.
All right. So I know most international students would want to go to Alberta due to the cost of living and the taxes and the other factors. Because even I myself wanted to move to Alberta. Now, with SAIT, I wanted to ask, are your programs PGWP eligible?
Yep. We are actually one of the designated learning institutions in Canada. And if you're wondering if our programs are PGWP eligible, it is. We've got 75 programs, 75 plus programs that are available for international students.
Nice. And what about IELTS? Do you guys waive IELTS?
Good news is that we are waiving the IELTS for Filipino students. So you could just submit your English medium of instruction coming from your high school and the bachelor's. If ever you've had your master's, just the bachelor's and the master's.
I see. But what about for some students who cannot provide medium of instructions? Do you accept Duolingo?
That's a good question. We do accept Duolingo with a score of 115 in general and the 95 for each section.
Oh, okay. Okay, I wanted to ask about your price of tuition fees. How much is the average price?
That's a good question. Given that the cost of living in Calgary is really low, and also we're actually one of the most reputed schools in Canada, the range of our tuition fees around 18,000 CAD to 20,000 CAD per year.
That's not bad because comparing to other colleges, it's really affordable, right? And again, you are in Alberta area. Now let's move on to the intakes available. Most students are still asking what intake I can apply. So what do you have open right now and what is your usual intakes?
Mhm. Seats in Southern Alberta Institute. Is it okay to speak in Tagalog?
Yeah, yeah.
It's okay. So, ayun. We are actually able to cater. It's just small lang yung number ng seats namin per classes. Just to tell you that 24 lang siya per classes, but compared to the other schools, I could definitely say na marami yung seats namin. Ayan. And
Mm.
also we're opening the usual. We've got winter, spring, um, fall, tsaka sometimes meron din kaming classes for summer.
Oh, that's good to know. How about yung application fee nyo? How much is your application fee?
The application fee is 150 CAD. Um, as of right now, we're currently working on the waivers para,
Sabihan mo agad ako ha, pag
Oo
may
naman.
waiver. So, para i-announce natin sa viewers, pag may waiver na. So,
Yeah, yeah.
keep in touch.
Yes, yes.
Okay, what about yung tuition fee deposit? How much naman yung nire-require ni SAIT?
Yes. The tuition fee deposit, it'll be 1,750 CAD.
Okay. So, that's not bad, right? Kasi yung iba, I know they require 1 year fees or 1 semester fees, which is masyadong mabigat para sa some students.
Um, Additional lang doon. So since you've paid your 1,750 CAD the tuition deposit, you will be given like a time frame wherein you can settle your
Remaining
fees, like the first semester if that's what you choose, or let's say you wanted to pay your full tuition fee, pwede mong bayaran yun kahit andun ka na. Kasi there are students na, ano lang, tuition deposit lang, they can apply for their visa already. Eh.
Right, yeah. I know may mga na-approve na ganyan. So, of course, depende na rin sa inyo on what risk you're taking, pero it's possible.
It is, yeah.
Okay. Now, let's move on to the letter of acceptance. Ito yung madalas na stressing part for students kasi it's taking time. So, gano'ng katagal yung turnover ni college nyo for LOA?
Good thing ngayon, because I would like to be honest with you guys, ang hirap talaga mag-apply as a student in Alberta. Sa SAIT, alone, before, when I was just kaka-start ko lang doon, the turnaround time takes like 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, that's
O,
the
minsan,
usual
5
talaga.
months.
Oo, I know Alberta is really like that. So again, gusto kong sabihin sa ating viewers at sa mga manonood pa in the future na hindi natin masisisi yung colleges kung matagal silang mag-provide ng letter of acceptance because they have different way and processes. And again, every college is different. There's more story in the back of that, but please give more patience to them. Kasi hindi naman nila gusto din na mangyari yon, di ba?
Also, ang good news dyan, since yun yung kinastart namin, so we're improving. Actually, in all of the schools in Alberta, the most flexible school is SAIT. That's the good thing. Kasi nagpalit kami ng system for the application ngayon. We're using VAS now. The turnaround time for the LOA can take like more or less isa hanggang 2.5 buwan.
Oh, at least, di ba? Ang laki ng difference niya. It's like twice better. Okay. What about sa services? Ano yung services na makakasupport for aspiring international students once they enrolled in your college?
As of right now, we're currently setting up our booth sa
Okay.
airport so that we can welcome the students. They will also be briefed as to what will happen to them, kung paano sila magsa-start. Also, the international center, the one that they can reach out to school, they are setting up parang job fairs, and also we've got offers then inside the school that the students can apply to. They can print their resumes there, ask for assistance in our academic advisors and international like work advisors. Ayun, pwede nilang lapitan yung mga yun. Apart from that, SAIT kasi is a diverse community, yes. Masaya doon, for sure, kasi maraming Pinoy doon. The thing is, syempre, hindi naman natin maiwasan, meron mga problems in terms of emotional support
Right.
need.
That's true.
So we've got a hotline, we've got an office that you can go to if you want a medical advice coming from an expert then.
Oh, that's really good. If you can see, napakadaming ino-offer ni SAIT College para sa international students, not just physically, not just with your career, but also with your mental health, which is really important kasi once you are away from your home country, napakahirap talaga. And that's a really good thing that you will be able to talk with professionals with regards to that. Okay, what about with regards to residences or accommodation? Meron ba kayong on-campus dormitory?
Great question. So inside the campus itself, because it's a huge, I would tell, we're the oldest polytechnic and we've expanded like a huge villa. Nandoon na rin yung lahat ng laboratories. We also got 2 residences, building residences for the students. It's up to you if you would like to stay there. Me, I would highly suggest that kasi mas madali,
Mas
mas
malapit.
malapit.
Mm-mm.
And the amount that you will pay for the dormitory is just pretty much the same as to how will you pay outside. 10,280 CAD lang siya for the whole year.
I
It's really cheap.
see. At saka hindi na nila kailangan ng transportation, di ba?
Mm,
Napakalapit lang.
sure thing. But if not na hindi nila trip yun, okay lang din naman. The reason
Yeah.
is because SAIT is located in the heart of Calgary. Yung train, umiikot mismo dun sa school. So, ibababa na sila sa harap ng school mismo.
Nakakatuwa naman. So, ayan ha, may nalaman tayo. Umiikot pala daw ang train.
Oo, nadadaanan ng school mismo.
How about on-campus jobs?
On-campus jobs, like what I said, sobrang lawak ng eskwelahan. Also, Filipino students, sobrang dami kong katrabaho ng Filipino students. That's what I would say. Nagugulat ako, apelido nila Bilanggo, ganyan. Or Bandolino. So, they're Filipinos. Students sila, and they're absorbed in SAIT.
Nice.
Campus jobs is talagang possible for the international students.
That's good to hear. How about co-op jobs?
Co-op,
Sorry, co-op.
like the
Practicum.
practicum. Most of our courses are like that since polytechnic polytechnic school kami. I think as of right now, ang pinaka in demand for the co-op is the hospitality and tourism. They're also making some. They are also making some para program for the HTM students to be sent to bank. I think you know that. Oo, dun sila for the whole semester, like dun
Ang
sila.
saya. O kung gusto nyo makapunta dun sa BAMF, ayan na, alam niyo na.
HTM kayo.
So, yung BAMF, if hindi nyo alam, isa yun sa pinaka kilalang lugar dahil sa Jasper. And then, napakaganda talaga. It's rocky area. So, yun yung pinaka-tourist spot ni Canada itself. Okay, let's move on with the scholarships that you have. Ano yung ino-offer nyo for international students?
Well, the good news is that as of right now, we've got the entrance awards. We're going to open it. It's just that it's not yet out, but we're hoping to give it to international students. We're currently having a meeting about that. And just to give a heads up, if you will be having, kung gusto niyo makakuha ng ganong klase ng scholarship, most likely, maa-apply yon sa second term na. Yes.
But still, it's possible.
It is. And also, in SAIT, we've been given by the government 4 million budget for entrance awards, if I'm not mistaken, and also the scholarships for those students na nandoon na.
I see. So, continuous yung makukuha yung scholarships as long as you're qualified. Diba? Okay, this will be my last question for you. Why do you think international students should choose SAIT College?
Yeah. For everyone who's watching right now, I would like to promote SAIT because if you would like to live an economical life, you could choose Calgary, and SAIT will definitely equip you. Pag nandoon na kayo sa school mismo, mararamdaman nyo na you're not in the regular school. We're a polytechnic school, and we make our students well equipped, job ready, and even if you're still studying, you can definitely work na. Kasi may reputation sa SAIT wherein students are parang galing sa reputable school.
I see. So, parang nako-consider siya na if you're coming from this college, then you can have this opportunity.
Yes.
I see. So, again, that's all the colleges that we have for today. Do you have any last message for our viewers?
To everyone who's watching right now, I hope you can, connect with Uni Study so that you could have more insight and, knowledge about SAIT. I can definitely guide you. She and her team will definitely guide you in terms of the other things for the visa.
All right. Thank you so much for joining our live session. And I hope we'll be sending more students into your college. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, that's all the colleges that we have for today, and I hope this have helped you on deciding on which colleges you wanted to go to. And this will be recorded. You can come back to this if you have any more questions. And again, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.